Well, hello there, and welcome back to the show. Hope you had a great weekend and did something fun. Before we get into things, I just want to say happy birthday to two really good friends of mine, Devi. Happy birthday, guy, and my compadre Ross. Very happy on birthday to you. Hope you guys both had fun, did lots of nice things, got lots of cool presents. So with that said, let's jump straight into the news. So I'm going to do a bit of a short video, just getting into the swing of things. The story I just want to cover is the rumors we heard yesterday regarding hard lockdowns being reinstated in South Africa. Now, you might have seen the news that there's been a lot of European countries have gone back into lockdown due to the infection rate, the second wave, as you've heard, which has spiked across Europe. Now, the same thing is apparently now happening in South Africa. Between September and October, the infection rate was quite constant. It was somewhere between 1,200 people on average a day were being infected or were getting infected with the Roro. It's the 16th of October and the 22nd of October. That infection rate has jumped a little bit. It's gone from 1,200 to where it is now at about 1,700 per day on average of people being infected. And apparently the rumor comes from the president himself. You remember Cyril? You know, the guy who majorly benefited from black economic empower. You know, he's part of each and every big company in South Africa. Cyril, you know, the guy who locked us down the first time, you know, banned us from, you know, alcohol and cigarettes and the beach, you know, all the great lockdown policies we had, like you can't buy this, you can't buy shorts, you can't buy blankets because, I don't know, somehow they're saving lives by keeping you off the beach. Fuck my life. Anyway, so Cyril was at a dinner event. Weird how he can go out, right? Do as I say, not as I do. You know, the rules for thee, but not for me. He was at a dinner. Apparently there was press there, asked him regarding the infection spike and what's happening with Europe. And he mentioned that he would be addressing the South African nation this week regarding lockdown, and sort of he needs to warn the South African citizenry of their bad behavior because somehow viruses spreading has to do with our behavior. So the only thing I can allude from him mentioning bad behavior could be the fact that we're not keeping distance from each other and we're not wearing masks, I don't know, when we're walking alone in the park, because wearing masks is the be all and end all of the Roro. I don't know, it's weird. It was almost like we never had a lockdown to begin with, or there was no flattening the curve. Why didn't we just wear masks from the get-go? I mean, why a lockdown then? Everybody just mandate masks. It's weird, right? Don't you think? I mean, remember flatten the curve? You know why we were flattening the curve? Because the concept of flattening the curve is based on the premise that you can't stop a virus. The only thing we can do is delay it. We can only delay the inevitable. That's the whole thing. Remember when we were outside, people were clapping like seals to the NHS? Weird how we were in South Africa. But anyway, why were we delaying the inevitable? We were making sure that our medical communities were able to deal with the overflow of people. So keeping everybody at home because you cannot stop the virus is the only solution. If it was masks, we would have just been told to wear masks. But it wasn't. Which is why we stayed at home. We knew that all we were doing is delaying the inevitable. We're making sure that our country, giving them enough time to source extra beds, ventilators, so that when the virus hits, they would be able to deal with people and also be able to deal with them slower. So we've been preparing for 6 months. So we don't really need to lock down because we've gotten ventilators. Didn't we spend 500 billion? How much did we? Oh, wait, sorry, that was corruption. My bad. How much did we spend on medicine? Do you remember those Cuban doctors? Aren't they? Are they still here? Are we still paying? We're probably still paying for it. Who knows? Or did all the money go to the corrupt politicians? Did we actually spend any money on preparing? I mean, I don't know. There's just so much corruption. Who knows what actually happened? But I mean, it's not like we're overflowing right now. So again, looking at the numbers and keeping the death rate in mind. And again, I think the death rate is something we should be focusing on. On average, just as a point of reference here, in South Africa, each and every day, an average day, 1,200 plus minus people die from anything. That's from murder, virus, AIDS, heart attack, all these things. That's our daily rate of death. If that's our daily death rate, how do you constitute locking the country down for a fraction of that. I mean, peak of Corona, 500 people died? That's still half of what we daily do. We don't lock anything down for that. And the issue I have is that it's coming from these same politicians who told us that, if we all congregate on the beach, we're going to get the Roro. It's the same people that said, well, you can't have cigarettes because of the Zol. You're going to spread it because I'm going to share my cigarettes with someone. Remember these people? These are the same people that literally every single rock you look under, you're going, oh, look, more corruption. It never ends. These are the same people. It's like, why? Why are they so adamant? I don't know. Somehow I think it's maybe just because they can then go borrow more money. It's just, they can commit more corruption then. Like, let's borrow some more money. Like, where else can we fuck over the country and steal money from them? So, yeah, I think we should be focusing on the death rate. If the death rate is massive and spiked, then, yeah, let's talk about it. Again, going back to the initial premise, you can't stop the virus. You can't. I think this entire threats of going back to hard lockdown is absolutely stupid. And I'm not a doctor, but I don't think the doctors agree either, because they aren't in government, are they? These are politicians making these calls. Just apparently wear a mask, believe that somehow this can stop an airborne virus from spreading, like TB. Remember when we were wearing masks for TB? No, we weren't. But TB, Jesus. 10 million people were infected last year. It spreads pretty much the same way that Corona does. Were we wearing masks? No, we weren't. Did we give a single fuck about anybody with TB? No one did. No one cared. No one locked down anything. Just didn't. They didn't care about people who caught TB. 1.6 million people died worldwide of TB last year. Corona, we're about sitting almost close to a year now, sitting at 1 million. It's kind of tipped over 1 million, and it's kind of hung there. And all the deaths are slowing down now. These people have no clue what they're doing. I'm sorry, you can't rob the country blind and then in the same breath go, oh, well, we know what we're doing. We're trying to save people from death. You don't give a shit. 1,200 people die every single day. You don't do nothing. You don't do anything about those. Every single part of the aspect of government is a complete shit show. It's just money blown on bullshit. So let's see what the president says. Who knows what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. But yeah, I probably will address us, my fellow fucking South Africans. Fuck you, honestly. You don't give a shit. It's just bullshit. It's politician bullshit. Oh, we're going to do stuff. Fuck off. Go arrest people. I don't know. Get some fucking cops out to do something about all the violence, all the crime, all the gender-based violence, all the rapings. Do something. We were going to do something. What are you going to just increase the police? Put actual people in the police. Oh, fuck, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, let's see what the president says. Let's hope we don't go back into hard lockdown. I think we should open up the entire country. I think we should go back to how it is. I think our medical community can handle the people. 24 people yesterday, Corona, 40 people today, 50 the previous day. I'm sure our hospitals can handle that. We have the capacity. We've prepared for 6 months. You said you have. And if we haven't and you want to cut us lockdown, that basically means you didn't do your job. As a president, you did not do your job. Because why all your money went to your fellow politician, the fellow ANC members, all the corruption, every single one of them involved in some PPE, some fucking funding for Corona. Everybody's involved in corruption. Well, then those deaths are on your hands. I'm sorry. Every stone we look over, even rumors of corruption, what do we find? There's corruption. It's corruption. You had 6 months to prepare for right now, so don't put us in a lockdown. We've prepared. Our hospitals should be kitted out. We should have, how many billions have you flushed down this preparing for this? So no. Why should we get a lockdown? Remember, we flattened the curve, didn't we? So yeah, you had time to prepare. 6 months to prepare. So I don't understand. I really don't understand the reason to go back to a hard lockdown because we misbehave. Go fuck yourself. And thanks, guys. That's the show. I hope it found informative. Let's see what the president says. if he comes out and addresses us in his monotone, just give us the bullshit spiel and then go like wag finger, but like, let's see what happens. I'll definitely update you on what he says, give you my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching. And remember, as always, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the merch store. Ring the bell if you want to see when a new video comes out. Let me know what you think. Also, please drop a comment below. It helps the algorithm. Not grifting. You know, if you want to, go for it. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.